Good morning. I'm making this video from Brighton. I've come away for the weekend to spend some time with my best friend. Making this work for my project has been it's been wonderful, and I've really enjoyed how expressive and how free and how wonderful it has been to be supported in creating this work. But socially, politically, spiritually, and so looking after my own mental health whilst dealing with it has been tricky. So two things have been necessary: come to the beach, see my friend, and give myself a deadline to when this needs to be done. So this Friday the work will be completed, because the nature of my work being as it is that it can carry on, because it's drawing as meditation, it's expressive, the process in itself is healing. So it's like, when do you stop? When's the end point? And there has to be one. So this Friday is it. I remember when I went into this project having this idea of how I'd like it to look. I had a vision of the cover of Bob Marley's Uprising, where he's growing from the roots and his arms are in the air. And to me, it really symbolised what I was going through during the time. And then the sketchbook that I'd drawn all this into just disappeared. And I was like, okay, so maybe the universe is telling me that I don't sketch and that I actually just need to crack on, and that, to feel what I'm feeling. And then in the process of actually creating it, I was like, okay, well, this is like, my face in this reminds me of the Diana Ross cover, like a greatest hits album, where her skin was so beautiful and glistening and her hair was so wavy and like the kind of like late 70s, early 80s feel. So I was Diana for a bit. And then I started to think about how much I loved being Whitney. So, I started to add a little bit of gold and like an 80s vibe and some big earrings. And then I remembered, wanting to be Skin for a while, and how I'd shaved all my hair off. So then the spray paint came back out again, and I sprayed over where I'd coloured in my hair. And then I looked at it, and it just, all of these beautiful feelings and thoughts had come out, but there was also such anguish in what I was painting. So it was now, and I was like, am I softening this in order to feel more accepted, or to have this more accepted? And I was like, no, actually, I actually do feel softer. I do feel softer. So let's get the edges. Let's make it feel more like me. Let's make it feel more playful. I can cry and be light. I can be sad and be powerful. I can be sad and be soft. Just because I'm crying doesn't mean that I'm weak. If anything, it's just like shedding, isn't it? So I'm at the last point of making details for this now, and the Worcester Arts Workshop have been super patient with me and allowed me to take my time in expressing myself. Yeah, it's now time to come out of that part of the creativity and be seen. And I've really enjoyed it, channeling these strong black women who have been such an influence and were the people that I saw, Whitney, Diana, Skin, Lauryn Hill, all of these women, women whose music has really not like influenced me, inspired me, and made me feel like seen and like noticed. And like, there are people, especially growing up in a small seaside town like Clevedon, there are people who look like me and are successful. So yeah, I really look forward to Friday, when it's finished, and soon after the big reveal. Watch your space, it's coming soon.